After spending 6 days in Berlin and learning a valuable lesson about visiting Germany during Christmas, we continued our trip to Leipzig. It was easy to get there from Berlin. It took about an hour and a half by the Intercity Express high-speed train. The Leipzig train station was grand. In fact, it is Europe's largest railway station by floor area. You can imagine the prolific culture and economy of 18th century Leipzig when this station was built. After checking in at the Stingenberger Icon Grand Hotel, which is the only 5-star hotel in Leipzig, we went out to explore the city. Leipzig was beautiful, with an intimate, beautifully preserved 17th century vibe. I could tell the city celebrates its rich musical heritage. The shopping arcade was bustling with people, and the Christmas tree was still up. We spent some relaxing time shopping and enjoying small bites and drinks at the arcade. If you're planning a trip to Europe in winter, it's best to visit 1 or 2 weeks before Christmas to fully enjoy the Christmas vibe. The sunset in Leipzig was stunning. The city's wealth and history were apparent in its buildings and architecture. That evening, as a highlight of Leipzig, we visited the Gewandhaus Concert Hall to enjoy a humble yet beautiful chamber music performance of Vivaldi's Four Seasons. The concert felt private and special, experiencing the wonderful music with locals. We were happy to see that the weather improved the next day. The first destination was Bach Museum. The museum showcases unique instruments, educational programs for kids, handwritten music scores by Bach, and interactive exhibits. You can learn about Bach, his music, and the history of Baroque music all together. You should consider visiting Leipzig when you're in Berlin. It's only an hour and a half away by train, and staying for a couple of days gives you plenty of time to explore. We continue to explore Leipzig, admiring its incredible architecture, including the Federal Courthouse, Leipzig University Library, and a significant building designed by the famous architect Aret Rosbach. While getting lost in the city, we had warm Vietnamese pho on a gloomy day, and then returned to our starting point. On the way back, we passed by Paterskirch Cathedral. I wish we could go inside. Leipzig felt like a very quiet yet lovable city with amazing architecture. In the evening, we visited the rooftop bar at Motel 1, which is famous for its views. It was a relaxing evening sipping cocktails and looking out over the beautiful city of Leipzig. We went to Max Inc. for dinner. Their food was great. The steak was especially tender and delicious. And we were glad that we made a reservation here. I highly recommend it if you're in Leipzig. One of the highlights was the bar at the Stingenberger Icon Grand Hotel. I wish I filmed more of this beautiful bar. It was elegantly positioned in the middle of the hotel. The bartenders were professional, and the drinks were fantastic. The dessert was almost too cute to eat. We started to notice New Year's decorations at the hotel and everywhere else, leaving only 2 days until 2024. I filmed and edited this content in the winter of 2023, and I decided to share it with you all recently as Christmas is already around the corner. The next morning, we headed back to Berlin as we were flying out the following day. This time, we stayed a single night at NH Collection Hotel in Mead. The area was busy with lots of shops and restaurants. We explored a contemporary art gallery with interesting and expensive artworks. A lot of them were influenced by Hollywood and modern American pop culture. I loved it. For our last dinner in Germany, we chose Kimchi Princess, a Korean restaurant we highly recommend. The food was excellent. We didn't have Korean barbecue, but we ordered several familiar dishes. The stir-fried squid, ojingo bokum, was a highlight. It was so good that we ordered it twice. Their soju-based cocktails were refreshing and delicious. We couldn't resist ordering melona, a nostalgic ice cream from my childhood in Korea. The night wasn't over yet. We visited a speakeasy bar called Salute Classic Bar. I think it's one of the best bars in Berlin. You have to ring the bell, and they'll let you in if you made a reservation. We didn't have a reservation, but we got locked out because we got there pretty early before 8 o'clock. The bar was so much fun. Their menu presented as a book telling the story behind each drink. The cocktails tasted even better with their stories. Traveling on Iceland Air and Saga Premium, their business class was definitely a plus, with a layover in Reykjavik. They served great meals, and I especially enjoyed their extensive gin collection on the flight. While their business class hard product is closer to a US carrier's domestic first class, the quality of meals and service was definitely international business class worthy. An added bonus is that you get the same upgraded hard product on the connecting intra-European leg as opposed to economy with a blocked middle seat on every other European carrier for a comparable flight. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on Leipzig in the comments. Thank you, and bye-bye.